Drivers, it is Tuesday afternoon, 8/8/2023, and this is Behind the Scenes with Raquel and Regina. We are continuing our conversation from last night, which was vision in action. And I just want to say so much has transpired in less than what? I don't even know, 16 hours. This is what we mean, guys, when a vision and something hits you and you're committed to it and inaction happens.
We lost you for a second or two.
Yeah, you're going to lose me for a second or two. Here in Florida, we're dealing with uh, a storm, like a lightning storm. Even though if I tell you, if I can turn it around, it is sunny and like beautiful. I've never heard lightning and thunder, fluffy white cloud, and a bright sun of all my years. So what's up, sis? Hi. Good to see you.
Hey, what's going on? Excited to be here. Conversation last night was on fire. I mean, we had so many people view the show live and watch the recording. It was incredible, which tells us that it was a very timely message and it was one that was needed because that's some of the comments that we got from folks, right? That
Yeah.
I needed to hear that one specific thing or another, the whole message doesn't even matter. This is why we do what we do, is because people need to hear our message, right? Our community, they need to hear us. So we're good. So sis, let me get your takeaways from last night.
Yeah, so you were dropping it. You were dropping like the hot bombs. That's a lot of the people that wrote to me, today. And I had a follow-up call. I'm going to give a big shout out to my girl Steph. If you're watching, like we were talking about this, what does vision mean? And what does commitment mean? And what are the actions you take? And she is excited to be today launching her Facebook page about her vision. It has been, I've known her for a little less than 2 years, and she's been taking some actions and even doing what Hal said, the action of rest, the action of taking care of her health physically, mentally. She's got kids that are in school. She's got a husband, like all of that. And so she's always taking action when she's even taking care of herself. And that's my big takeaway, Rock. I really got to say that, last night when Hal said, when you said, like, no action, or maybe I'm going to say this now, no action is an action, right? Like, no action is an action. But when your vision, or what your exact words were, that why pulls you so deeply, it's so ingrained in your mind, body, and soul, like deep beyond any words that can explain. It's like you are sleeping and it's still there. Yep. And it's still calling you. And so I want to just share with my friend what my friend Steph said. She said she couldn't sleep last night. She didn't get an opportunity to watch the show, but that's her vision out to help women, right? And she said last night she just kept on waking up every hour on the hour. She heard God tapping on her shoulder, like, look deeper. And she was like, I'm trying to sleep. Like, if she was trying to sleep. And then she questioned, like, all right, show me the sign, like, now. Show me the sign now. And so she was kind of playing around with her mission statement and really playing around with the stand, the overall arching why that pulls her forward, like you did. And it was through our conversation about our show last night. I had missed a meeting, and she was my accountability partner to fill me in. And it was then it hit her. And she was like, yes. And so I just want to share with everybody that she's like, this is her rough draft, that she stands for breaking the barrier between women and community by bringing women together who are ready to disrupt the way we see, hear, and interact with each other.
I like that.
Right. And I was like, and she's like, it's still a rough draft. But it kind of got me thinking about how we're all aligned, because we're talking about our webinar coming up, right? We have a webinar for our community to participate in on October 14th. And we're talking about disrupting that same old, that mindset that kind of stops us, like you said. And Raquel will share a little bit of her own personal today, but yesterday, recapping that you were like hearing that limiting belief, that little, I'm not going to this class today, but your why pulled you in.
Right.
And so I just thought it was so incredible, like how that all kind of came together. And I was telling her about our webinar, disrupting the same old. And it was beautiful. So I'm giving a shout out to Steph. She's our newest Rise and Thriver, person who's watching the show. She's an incredible, incredible woman that you'll get to know more about. And that just lit me up. Like that just lit me up. And I was like, hey, this is it. And then what did I do next? I was inspired by her why because it's my why about community. It's my why. It's our why as Rise and Thrive, this vibrant community that has you get what you want for your life through real talk, real actions, real results. And so I invited her to the global conference this January, and she lives in Orlando. And so she's looking at that. And then the
Oh.
best of all things is my dear friend Odelia. She's been a Rise and Thriver. She has been supporting this channel, and she didn't get to come on last night. And she said this conversation was everything that she needed to hear,
Mm.
everything that was missing for her, and just lit her up. And she's buying her conference ticket, and she's flying in from Colorado, sis. Colorado. Do you understand? Like that's the power of when your why pulls you, that
Mm.
pulls you and wants to be in the community. This is Raquel and I have our whys. We have our mission statement, our overall arching, but we can all have our separate ones, but it all comes energetically to one thing, right? The more we can rise and thrive together, what that means. And so I just couldn't wait to come live and share that with you. It's like you don't even realize, like, listen, guys, Raquel and I are committed and our why is strong, but we don't know. We don't know the impact it is. But to wake up and have that blessing to be in conversation, in action, in community, talking about it, and then getting texts like that, it just continues to say, yep, this is my mission, this is my why, and it's worth it. So I'm not going anywhere. And I want to say thank you, sis, for being a yes. Thank you for being that why for me of wanting to play and just being who we are.
You notice something? We use the word play because if you see it as a game, it's easier. Sometimes when we take it too seriously, we kind of get in that space of, oh my gosh, I can't make a mistake, it has to be perfect, and we're not doing that. When you're playing, remember when you were a kid and you would go outside and just play with your friends, you'd have so much fun and you'd be winning and it'd be great. If you lost, you were like, great anyway. And that's what it's about, right? We're all playing this game called life. And yes, we have goals, we have visions that we definitely want to partake in and want to bring to fruition, but it's about playing, seeing this as something that's enjoying. You enjoy it,
Yes.
fulfillment, have fun with it. I mean, there are times that, yes, when you are pushing to see your dream, your vision come true, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed. Take a moment, step back again, and just breathe and have fun with it. And don't go at it alone. Invite community, because without the community, you're going to struggle. I hate to say that, and people are like, no, I don't want to struggle. Then have community, because you need people. You need their resources that they have, connections. You just need them around you to support you. And that's the importance of it all. I had a great time last night. Let me tell y'all, I had such a great time. I'm a little tired today. I'm like, okay, but I'm here. Why? Because regardless to how I'm feeling, and I don't discount my feelings at all, I'm committed to being here and fulfilling and seeing my vision come to pass. Our vision for Rise and Thrive together, and my vision for my own individual business. And same thing with Reg. We're here, we're committed. We just want to thank you so much. We still want your comments on what your why. Hal did give us his why. I read some of it, but you know what? We'll hear the rest of it when he's on our show September 11th. And we'll be on for an hour. And as Reg said, get ready, get prepared. We are hosting a webinar, Rise and Thrive Together and Fair Schmear Coaching. We're going to come together as a community, and we have our webinar October 14th. And what our webinar focus is disrupting the same old, same old. And same old means the same old conversation in different areas of our life. We are about disruption. There's nothing more, nothing less. We are going to disrupt everything to make an impact. And that's how it is, right?
Yep.
And we want you to join us on that journey because it's a journey and it's fun. Journeys are fun when you do it together,
Absolutely. Well, I'm
right?
just so glad that, we got on. I'm like I said, I just, like you said, my takeaway is to disrupt and like literally obliterate that conversation of, do I make a difference? Do I make an impact? Is our show making a difference? Yeah, it absolutely is. It's making a difference for me. It's
Mm-hmm.
making a difference for Raquel individually, definitely together and in our collective community. And we are out one by one, and it's growing and growing and growing. And so I just want to thank Stephanie for like just being so open. She like totally coached me and got me in my like little wah 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 stage. And once she broke through, she was like, "That's it, stop it." And I was like, "Got it." And like she then got her message. And so get ready to learn a lot about Stephanie because she is a disruptor and out to have women in community make things happen now. And Odelia, thanks for jumping in the Rise and Thrive bandwagon and jumping in. We've got people, Colorado, New Jersey, Florida, upstate New York, Queens, like people are coming into this conference. And so we just ask you, if you're interested in about it, you'll learn more about it on August 21st with the beautiful person who is been involved in that for 10 years. So sis, take us home.
Awesome. So just want to remind you guys next Monday, August, what is that, 14th, we have Charles Smaltz coming on. He is hailing from Washington State. And guys, remember, we always want you to remember, together we can rise and thrive. Till next time.